Top 10 Most Venomous Snakes in the World. Snake venom is one of the world's most complicated chemicals. Each poisonous snake's venom is different depending on the species. It was designed to subdue a variety of creatures while also assaulting different parts of the body. The LD50 test is a widely used method for measuring snake venom toxicity. According to the definition, a fatal dose of a test drug is one that kills 50% of the animals in a dose group. As a rule of thumb, the lower the LD50 rating, the more dangerous the venom is. The lower the score, the less venom is required to kill someone. For example, the highly poisonous Inland Taipan gets a score of 0.013 mg per kilogram. The American Copperhead has a score of 2.7. 1. Eastern brown snake, Pseudonaja textilis. Eastern brown snakes are the snakes that kill the most people in Australia. They have a single solid color that can range from gray to brown to black, and they are usually seen around human settlements. The eastern brown snake is the most venomous on the planet. It's a dangerous snake with a lethal dose of 0.001 mg per kilogram. The eastern brown snake's venom is highly hemotoxic. Their poison quickly attacks the blood and stops it from clotting. Bite-related complications include internal bleeding, kidney injury, and neurotoxic paralysis. The venom of these snakes can kill mammals, reptiles, birds, and amphibians in seconds. 2. Russell's viper, Daboia russelii. The Russell's viper is one of the most venomous snakes in Asia. This species can be found throughout the world, from western India to eastern China. In various countries, this snake is responsible for more serious bites than any other species. Russell's vipers have a distinct pattern, as seen above, that makes them easily identifiable. If they feel threatened, Russell's vipers hiss very loudly. They will bite without hesitation if hissing fails. These snakes' venom is extremely lethal, and they produce a lot of it. When they bite, they inject a lot of venoms, making them one of the most dangerous snakes. It is thought that a Russell's viper has enough venom. 3. Boomslang, Dyspholitis typus ssp. The boomslang is the most dangerous snake in the colubrid family. It has the most strong venom of any colubrid snakes, despite not being as dangerous as some of the deadliest snakes in this video. Their toxin will cause extreme hemorrhaging and bleeding. Boomslangs are capable of killing humans and have done so in the past. However, due to their rear-positioned teeth, they have a harder problem injecting venom than other venomous species in this video. These snakes will avoid confrontation if at all feasible. Instead, they may puff up their throats to seem larger when attacked. Tree snakes known as boomslangs are known for their keen senses. 4. Saw-scaled viper, Echis carinatus. Although the saw-scaled viper is not the world's most venomous snake, it is one of the most lethal. Small, impatient, and obnoxious, vipers with saw scales are a type of viper. Because of their temperament, saw-scaled vipers are a prominent source of snakebite injuries in India. Their venom contains chemicals that interfere with blood coagulation, causing internal bleeding and tissue destruction, similar to that of many other vipers, i.e. tissue necrosis. Bites can be life-threatening and should be treated with anti-venom as soon as possible. They use their venom to hunt small animals, amphibians, arthropods, reptiles, and small snakes. Mosaics in the colors brown, tan, or mahogany. 5. Blue Malayan coral snake, Calliophis bivirgatus ssp. The Malayan blue coral is an absolutely stunning snake. It has a black body, electric blue stripes, red tail, and redhead. Blue Malayan coral snakes have the largest venom gland of any snake. This gland extends over 1 foot and is a quarter of the length of their body. These snakes have a unique type of venom, called cardiotoxin. Calliotoxin affects the prey's sodium channels. It causes every nerve to fire at once, essentially freezing the victim's body in a giant muscle spasm. This may seem like overkill, but they hunt other venomous snakes such as king cobras. There is no anti-venom for blue Malayan coral snakes. Luckily, they rarely come into contact with humans. There are only 2 reported deaths in the last century. 6. Fer de lance, Bothrops asper. This snake accounts for 90% of serious snake bites. They are a formidable predator. Fer de lance snakes are pit vipers that have a venom that causes necrosis, systematic bleeding, and muscle damage. Unfortunately, fer de lance snakes are drawn to farmland. These snakes are often referred to as 100 pacers. This is due to the belief that after a bite, you have time for just 100 steps before death. This is likely because their venom causes heart palpitations and other systematic effects very quickly. Their venom can also cause tissue damage and necrosis around the bite area. 7. Chinese copperhead, Deinagkistrodon acutus. These snakes are often referred to as 100 pacers. This is due to the belief that after a bite, you have time for just 100 steps before death. This is likely because their venom causes heart palpitations and other systematic effects very quickly. Their venom can also cause tissue damage and necrosis around the bite area. The Chinese copperhead is a unique species of pit viper found in some Asian countries. These snakes are similar to the American copperhead. However, they are far more venomous than the American copperhead. Chinese species have a toxicity of 0.38 mg per kilogram versus Americans at 2.711 mg per kilogram. Remember, the lower the rating, the more toxic the venom. These snakes are responsible for many snakebite fatalities. There is an anti-venom available, but it is said to only be effective if taken within an hour of the bite. 8. Black mamba, Dendroaspis polylepis. Mambas aren't black. Instead, they're a solid brown color. Their name comes from the black interior of their mouth, which they reveal when threatened. The black mamba is well known in its native region. It is the deadliest snake in Africa. Black mambas are smart, watchful, nimble, and aggressive creatures. These snakes use their dexterity to actively pursue birds or mammals. It has a reputation for being one of the most dangerous snakes on the planet. When they attack, they bite repeatedly and inject large amounts of venom. The venom of these snakes paralyzes the entire body. Anti-venom should be delivered as soon as possible after a black mamba bite. 9. Common death adder, Acanthophis antarcticus. One of Australia's most bizarre snakes is the common death adder. These short, stocky snakes seem like vipers, although they don't exist in Australia. Their bodies are frequently covered in bronze, orange, or brown bars. Death adders are ambush predators. They use caudal luring, a hunting tactic in which they use their tails as a worm-like lure. When an unfortunate reptile, frog, or mammal ventures too close, the death adder attacks. They are among the quickest snakes on the planet. The venom of common death adders is particularly harmful to the nervous system. Because their venom is such a valuable resource, they usually bite dry. If they do inject, it will be a large amount. 10. Coastal taipan, Oxyuranus scutellatus. Coastal taipans can grow to be over 10 feet long. In Australia, they have the longest fangs of any snake. Because of their long fangs and desire to bite, they are one of Australia's most dangerous snakes. Before anti-venom became widely available for this species, coastal taipan bites were almost always fatal. The venom of these snakes attacks the neurological system, blood coagulation, and muscles. It has a high success rate when it comes to killing mammals. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more videos.